What's good? What's good? You know, it's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Y'all didn't think I was gonna do some shit. You drew it off the dark style. But yeah, this is motherfucking Sunday now. So that means it's a Sunday service. And I know y'all probably never heard of this term before. Intercessory prayer. We can pop up early in the morning, usually around 5 or 6. You've ever been a intercessory prayer before? You know, back when I used to be a Christian. Thank God I left that shit alone. But this is the Hurykane Sunday service on the late night tip. Pause. I've gone through the fire and I've been through the flood, but you know, I've been broken into pieces, seeing lightning flash. But through it all, I remembered. Yeah, that's an old ass Kirk Franklin song called I think it's called More Than I Can Bear. I'm like, it's like that song and the Smokey Norfolk song, I Need You Now, is the only two gospel songs that I would ever listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because those songs kind of got me through my motherfucking dark times at the time. So like I kind of put them, you know, like up there, you know, in a nice music category because I fuck with all music. So it's like I just can't just throw gospel aside because I don't fuck with God. There's some good ass gospel tracks out there. I heard some good gospel rappers, good gospel rock singers. Shit, nigga, I think Creed, you know, I love Creed. I didn't even know they was in the gospel rock. I didn't even know that. So I was like, oh shit. And as I listened to the song Overcome, and I'm like, holy shit, listen to these lyrics and I'm putting it together. I'm like, holy shit, it's a Christian group. But nigga, that song is so fucking cold, it don't sound Christian rock. But nigga, that's just on the level of, you know, Christian rock. So I'm like, all right, man, Creed is the shit. I fucks with Creed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I use the Bible for research purposes only. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like people say there's some truth in it, but like, look, the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, numerology, and a splash of spirituality and a splash of fucking truth. But at the end of the day, that book was used to control billions of fucking people to be weak, docile slaves that don't fight back against a government that is killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. And the Christians have the nerve, these pastors have the nerve to let these evil ass politicians in their church and shake hands and rub elbows with everybody. The same black folks that used to go to church gotta wait in line because all the motherfucking evil reptilians is sitting in the seats that they used to sit in every fucking Sunday. Come on and vote. Come on and be part of the fucking slavery system. But we about to get off into some shit tonight. But it's that motherfucking Sunday. Shouts out to everybody. But let's start shit off with some music. You know, we gotta have the choir. We gotta have the choir. Ladies, bring out the big titty choir members. Mm-hmm. And we about to get this party motherfucking jumping. All right, choir. What you got on deck for, Nick? What you got on deck?
It's tonight, the night. It's tonight, the night. It's tonight, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl gonna ride me all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl gonna ride me all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. Yeah, I'm on a mission to get it. Let me show you how I'm living first. Give me the bitches. Live entertainment chilling on the top of a building. I'm showing you all. You ain't had a ball in a minute, so you dig it. How I kick it, stay on my pivot. Let's go to the show. Take photos after the finish. Got us a spot. It's a room at the Marriott. Take off the top, cause it was hot. Didn't tell her stop. She told me tonight's the night. She wanna ride a pack tonight. Didn't tell her no. be extravagant. It's happening. Time to roll me up some cannabis. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. Yeah, girl, let's make us a movie. Slim Goody, you a cutie, girl, you more than the groupie. Smoking the doobie, sipping wine in the jacuzzi. Listen to Fuji's, she never listen to floozies. She is the goddess of love and fertility. The energy as it supersede and intervene. I'm entering. Feel beautiful walls, she feeling it all, and in the hall, put it together, never fall apart. From the start, saw me and you was going far in the car. Roll my dick like it was no tomorrow. In the thoughts, seeing visions of us, take it off. That's a nice shirt, baby, take it off. Let's see it all. Come here, kitty, them titties is feeling pretty soft. Rolling Phillies, we drinking Henny and Remy, y'all. She had a ball, and I grab you a ball, vibe out till the end of the song. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. Wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe.
God damn right. This is how you get the motherfucking church jumping in this motherfucking bitch. Nah, bring out the band. Bring out the band, because you know how the crier be. You know they always have at least 2 or 3 songs. Let's hit her with another one. Let's get this motherfucking church jumping. Let's go.
Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair? She from Cougar Town. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair? She from Cougar Town. Who's that lounging in my chair? It's a motherfucking bad chick. Let's go get the bag quick. Get a brick, split the shit, baby, you a savage. Baby, you the baddest. Sexy with the glasses. Low cut dress, baby girl, got some fashion. Popping out the wagon, in the club dancing. Back to the crib, baby girl, want some passion. Let's go make some magic. She is outstanding. In the bedroom, singing stars in the planets. Hit her from the back and the front. More than a month. Clapping her cheeks while I'm smoking on a blunt. Blueberry blunts, fuck her in the trunk. In the parking lot, we be gone like a motherfucker. Lights, camera, action, girl, it's time to make a movie. You can be a big or a slim goodie. Keep them glasses on or take it off. Let me break you off. Fuck me from the light to the dark at the park. Smash it in the car, going in the raw. We don't give a fuck about the motherfucking law. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar. Who's that lounging in my chair? She from Cougar Town. Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex. Cougar Town. She from Cougar Town. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair? a red dress, friend got a blue dress. Took her to the room, baby girl, what to do next? Time to change the mood set, baby girl too wet. And her friend twerking on my dick by the pool check. Fuck her in the pool bed, put her in the suplex. Baby girl, love it, want to know what to do next. Go by the beach, yeah, free to the week, yeah. About to go deep, yeah, fuck her to the beat, yeah. Hit her from the back and the front, I ain't tryna stunt. Baby said she love me, but I treat her like a munch. Eat this shit for lunch, did that shit for months. In Cougar Town, I been gone like a motherfucker. Gotta make her feel it, baby, can you dig it? I ain't saying that in the motherfucking minute. Give her best of business, smash it in the kitchen. Dining room, living room, let the neighbors hear it. Lays to the ceiling, scrolling and I'm grinding in it. If I have a heart attack, well, I'll be dying in it. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair?
Damn it, what I tell y'all about shooting in the goddamn church? All right, all right. Now, shouts out to everybody coming to the motherfucking church. Now, those other churches be on that bullshit where they don't ask, don't ask. They be like, don't ask, no questions. But we ask questions over here. Fuck the bullshit, all right? So we're about to go to Devontae Lamar channel, ex-pastor, and we about to talk about the motherfucking apostles didn't die for Jeebus. Now, I know if the church doors was open and they heard that music flying out that bitch, they stopping and they going in that bitch. They be like, what the fuck is going on in here? They're gonna be like, that nigga's a cult leader. A motherfucking cult leader. I watch too much Robot Chicken, though. That's where I got that shit from. Look up the skit Robot Chicken Beastmaster. That's where I get that cult leadership from. You know, because that shit was funny. Oh, all right. Yeah. Devontae Lamar, ex-passer, like he's about to talk about how those motherfuckers didn't die because real shit, motherfuckers didn't even fucking exist.
Christianity. They say the apostles died for what they believed, but what if the real question is how they died, whether they ever existed at all? They say the apostles must have believed it, why else would they die for a lie? It's one of Christianity's most repeated claims, but it makes a huge assumption no one seems to question, that the apostles even existed, that we know who they were, that we know how they died, and that they died because of their testimony. But when you follow the evidence, not the tradition, the story falls apart, and fast. So let's unpack the apologetic claim. Why would the apostles die for a lie? This is one of the most widely circulated defenses of Christianity's truth claims, especially when arguing for the resurrection. The claim sounds airtight at first. The apostles wouldn't have died for something they knew was false. They died horrible deaths rather than denied that Jesus rose from the dead. Now, on the surface, it appeals to common sense. Who would willingly suffer and die for something they invented? But this line of reasoning crumbles under scrutiny, not just philosophically, but historically. Let's break it down into parts. Number one, sincerity does not equal truth. Even if we granted that the apostles sincerely believed Jesus rose from the dead, that would not make it true. People die for false beliefs all the time. Jonestown, Heaven's Gate, 9/11 hijackers, and modern day cult militia.
Yeah. Nigga said cult militias, like I said, cult leader. There's a motherfucking cult leader. And don't get me started on Heaven's Gate. I can look that shit up. Motherfuckers died. Nigga, drink the Kool-Aid, motherfucker. Or was that the Jim Jones or the David Koresh incident? But like the Heaven's Gate was a cult too. So, you know, there's a lot of
extremist ideologies. Sincerity proves commitment, not accuracy. To make their point stick, apologists have to go even further. Not just that the apostles believed it, but that they had firsthand proof, that they knew it happened, that they saw it, which would mean if it were false, they would have had to knowingly die for a lie. Again, Even if that logic made sense, which it doesn't, the historical record doesn't support the claim. Here's where the real collapse happens. When you examine what we actually know, not what later traditions claimed, the record is thin, very little data, late, written centuries after the fact, and contradictory. Multiple deaths assigned to the same figure.
Exactly.
And what we actually know, not what later traditions claimed. The record is thin, very little data, late, written centuries after the fact, and contradictory. Multiple deaths assigned to the same figure.
Like I said, the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, numerology, and a splash of spirituality and a splash of goddamn truth. That's it. That's why I use the Bible for research purposes only. You know what I'm saying? But like otherwise, I'm reading other shit. And plus, the Bible is, like a fucking tool for some shit. It's just a tool to motherfucker like connect pieces to let motherfuckers know that this book was ripped from many other fucking books, like the Epic of Gilgamesh and a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to talk about that part.
Church has. So let's emphasize the original 12, only one death is recorded in the New Testament, James, son of Zebedee. And that's in Acts chapter 12, verse 2. He's executed by Herod, and the text says nothing about him dying because he saw the resurrected Jesus. Even Paul, the star apostle of the epistles, never mentions Peter dying for the resurrection, any of the apostles being executed for it. That would be a powerful argument, and he never uses it. The early church fathers writing in the 2nd and 3rd centuries don't mention these martyrdoms either. Instead, what we get are hagiographies and apocryphal texts from much later. Acts of Peter, Acts of Paul, Acts of Thomas, Acts of Andrew. Are you starting to recognize a pattern? These are not histories. They are theological fiction designed to inspire faith, not document fact. The claim assumes the apostles' existence and identity are verifiable. And here's the death claim. Most of these figures have no writings, no contemporaneous mentions outside the New Testament, no archaeological support, and no clear biographical trace. Names vary across gospel lists. Some don't speak at all. Others may be symbolic placeholders to parallel the 12 tribes of Israel. If we can't confirm their existence, we can't confirm their ideology, and we certainly can't confirm their martyrdom. You have to be alive to die. So
You have to be alive to die. You have to be alive to die. So, how the fuck that we got all these nice ass motherfucking mummies and tombs all encased in gold and get dug up? Hashtag archaeology, but I don't call it archaeology. I call it grave robbing. You sons of bitches are digging up shit and saying, look what we found, and presenting that shit all over the world. That is disrespectful as shit. You know that? You know what I'm saying? But yet, we can't find no figure from the Bible, none whatsoever, no gravesite at all. None. I'm talking about, we could just like throw Jesus aside. Where's David? Oh, I mean, David, Solomon, the 12 tribes of Israel, whatever their fucking names was. I know one of them name was Joseph. Where the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Or like at least like the last figures that was with Jesus. Where the fuck is their graves at? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like motherfuckers that was supposed to be road dogs. I'm talking about like high-ranking motherfuckers. If anything, nigga, like they supposed to be motherfucking finding Jesus's body and presenting that motherfucker all around the goddamn world. Like, look, nigga, this Jesus' body, nigga. Treat that nigga like y'all do King Tut, yes. So disrespectful, in the words of 50 Cent.
why this apologetic argument fails. To make the apostles died for their faith argument work, you would have to prove they existed, they saw something firsthand, they were executed because of it, and they refused to recant when they had the chance to. But history gives us none of that. What it gives us is silence, then fiction, then centuries later, traditions dressed up as fact. Let's talk about what the Bible actually says. The apologetic claim of the apostles dying for their faith implies that Scripture offers vivid accounts of martyrdom. We open the Bible and actually read it, we find a surprising silence, especially when it comes to how the 12 apostles died. Let's look at the only two deaths that are mentioned. Number one, James, son of Zebedee, as mentioned before, executed by Herod Agrippa I of the Roman era. This verse is remarkably brief. He had James, the brother of John, put to death with the sword. No details, no trial, no sermon, no connection to the resurrection whatsoever. The text doesn't say why James was executed, only that he was. An important note here is that this is the only member of the 12 whose death is recorded in the New Testament. Even this one is not tied to the refusal to deny the resurrection. There's also Stephen, whose story is recorded in Acts chapter 7. He's stoned after giving a speech to the Sanhedrin. He's not one of the 12 apostles. He's just an early church deacon. While he dies proclaiming the vision of Jesus, the story reads more like a theological set piece than an eyewitness court record. Apologists often conflate Stephen with the apostles, but that's misleading. He's not part of the original 12 and cannot be used as a stand-in for apostolic martyrdom. And that's it. No other deaths of apostles are recorded in the Bible. Peter, silent. Paul ends under house arrest in Acts. No execution. John, alive and receiving visions in Revelation. Thomas, Bartholomew, Andrew, not a single word. There are no biblical accounts of dramatic courtroom trials, choices between execution and recantation, public denials or affirmations of resurrection under threat, last-minute conversions by executioners, or blood-soaked lion-filled arenas. These images come not from scripture, but from later legends written centuries later. If the apostles' supposed martyrdoms were so central to the Christian message, why didn't Paul mention them? Why didn't Acts record them? Why didn't early church letters make them? The simplest explanation, they either hadn't happened yet, or they weren't known, or they never happened at all. Instead,
I'm gonna go with never happened at all for 1,000, Alex. Ding 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 ding.
silence. And that silence speaks volumes. The New Testament doesn't depict the apostles dying for their belief in the resurrection. That narrative, the idea that they chose brutal death over denial, is an invention of later church literature, not the biblical record. The they died for their faith trope is not biblical. It's myth making, reverse engineered to bolster faith in the absence of evidence.
Yep, they go ad.
Cortisol addiction.
What the fuck is this ad whispering for?
It's myth making, reverse engineered to bolster faith in the absence of evidence. So let's talk about what the church.
I just thought of a quick conspiracy. The motherfucking ad that was popping up was just whispering and shit. And like I guess this ad knew this is after hours. So like we're gonna whisper. Like that's gonna make everything better. You think I want to see a fucking ad in the middle of my goddamn church service? I'm gonna shoot the goddamn TV.
Most of what Christians believe about the apostles' death comes from text written 100 to 300 years later. Peter crucified upside down, that's from the Acts of Peter. Thomas speared in India, from Acts of Thomas. Bartholomew flayed alive, from medieval hagiography. These aren't historical records. They're devotional fan fiction, written to inspire faith, not document facts. If Muslims, Hindus, or suicide cults died for what they believe, does that make their claims true? Of course not. Sincerity does not equal truth. So even if the apostles died for what they believed, that wouldn't make Christianity true. But we're not even there yet. Because before
Right. That doesn't make it even fucking true. You just believe in some bullshit.
we talk about how they died, we have to ask if they even lived. So let's talk about, did the apostles exist? The entire argument that the apostles died for the truth of the resurrection assumes a more basic foundation, that they existed at all. So let's ask the harder questions. Not, did they die for it, but did they even live? Paul, often treated as the most historically grounded apostle. Why? We have letters attributed to him, 7 of which are deemed authentic by many biblical scholars. But here's the reality. There's no Roman documentation, despite his Roman citizenship claim. There's no Jewish documentation, despite claiming to be a Pharisee with rabbinic credentials. There's no grave, no trial transcript, no external confirmation of his ministry, travels, or even death. His martyrdom comes from Eusebius in the 4th century, quoting traditions that had no access to first century records. Paul is more of a theological vehicle than a verifiable person. His writings might be early, but his personhood is assumed, not confirmed. There's also James, the brother of Jesus. He's mentioned by Josephus in Antiquities. He's called the brother of Jesus, who was called Christ, whose name was James. That lends some credibility to his existence. But no writings by James, no verifiable biography, no details about his death that hold up outside tradition. He's plausible, but not solidly established. He's a shadow, not a figure. And then there's Peter, mentioned in Paul's letters as Cephas, a nickname meaning rock, but again, no writings directly from him. Both 1st and 2nd Peter are considered forgeries. No independent confirmation of his ministry or location. The upside-down crucifixion in Rome, this whole legend originates in Acts of Peter 100 years after the fact. Peter may have existed, but the historical trail goes cold immediately after Paul mentions it. The other 9 apostles, here's where the entire narrative unravels. Their names appear only in gospel lists, and those lists don't even match across Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Acts. Most of them never speak, don't act, and disappear after a single mention, have no writings, and are never independently confirmed in any 1st century Jewish or Roman document. Some don't even show up in Paul's letters, which predate the Gospels. These are not historical figures. They're characters in a theological drama. So let's talk about the theological blueprint. So why 12? Because the number is symbolic. 12 tribes of Israel, 12 foundations of the new church, 12 thrones in the kingdom of God. The 12 are
12 signs of the zodiac, and the 12 swords that be stabbing people.
likely not eyewitnesses of anything. They're structural elements retrofitted to match prophecy and establish authority. This is literary architecture, not biographical reporting. The idea of the apostles as real men who walked, talked, and died for a resurrected Jesus falls apart when we ask for contemporary records, verifiable details, and independent corroboration. Instead, we find narrative utility, theological symbolism, and mythic structure. The 12 apostles aren't anchors of history, they're scaffolding for scripture. And that means the apologetic claim they wouldn't die for a lie isn't just flawed in logic, it's built on phantoms. So, what about church history? When scripture fails to provide evidence for the apostles' martyrdoms, defenders of the faith often pivot to early church tradition. But this shift is not from silence to fact, it's from silence to fiction. The vast majority of martyrdom accounts for the apostles don't appear until 100 to 300 years after their supposed deaths, long after any eyewitnesses would have been alive. How convenient. The sources include Acts of Peter, Acts of Andrew, Acts of Thomas, Acts of Bartholomew, and Acts of John. These are not historical records. They are second century theological fan fiction, dramatized, miraculous, and dripping with symbolism. Examples include Peter crucified upside down.
And going back to what I said, the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, metaphors, symbolisms, parables. What the fuck else I say? The Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, numerology, a splash of spirituality, and a splash of goddamn truth. That's what I said. Gotcha. And he said symbolism, niggas being crucified upside down.
This comes from the Acts of Peter, written in the late 2nd century, not from any contemporary Roman record. There's Thomas in India, which I mentioned earlier, speared to death. It's a pious legend. It's not supported by Indian records, and it's rooted in a missionary mythos, not documentation. Bartholomew, flayed alive, that's a gruesome folklore motif, not a historical report. It echoes medieval martyr tropes, not first century realities. These texts were written after the fact by anonymous or pseudonymous authors for inspiration, not documentation.
As some of you may know, the first famine in the world since 2017 is happening right
Fuck
now.
on.
Inspiration, not documentation. Why is
Cut
it
out. Say the Bible. That hasn't been as a smooth talker will come in to see the people. That's Jesus. Goddamn right.
it's a problem? Let's name the key issues that collapse the apologetic claim. Number one, legend does not equal history. Much of what modern believers know about the apostles come from hagiography, idealized, exaggerated tales meant to glorify martyrs and inspire the faithful. They were never intended to be historical records. If you wouldn't use the Book of Mormon to prove Joseph Smith's miracles, don't use the Acts of Peter to prove Peter's crucifixion. Number two, dying for belief doesn't equate to proving truth. Even if some apostles died for their beliefs, that wouldn't prove the beliefs were true, only that they believed them. Again, Jonestown, Heaven's Gates, Islamic extremism, this monks self-immolated, modern political martyrs, proof that humans can die, beliefs, misunderstandings, and right delusions. Sincerely, faith can motivate death, but that's not the same as confirming truth. Number three, were they given a choice? Even if an apostle was killed, was it because they refused to deny the resurrection? Did they have a clear opportunity to recant? Were they put on trial and asked about their beliefs? Or were they simply caught up in random persecution, political unrest, or slander? The sources don't show a consistent pattern of conscious martyrdom. They often show no pattern at all, or stories so dramatized they breed credibility. Number four, silence is telling. If the deaths of the apostles were powerful evidence of the resurrection, then why didn't Paul cite them in his letters? Why didn't Acts mention them? Paul could have said Peter died proclaiming what he saw, but he never does. The authors of the Gospels could have highlighted their bravery in dying for Jesus. But again, silence. If you had eyewitnesses dying for their testimony, why wouldn't you lead with that? The fact that the earliest Christians don't use this argument is a massive red flag. It suggests either these martyrdoms hadn't happened, or they didn't happen the way later legends claimed, or the apostles weren't who we've been told they were in the first place. The further you get from the apostles' supposed lifetimes, the more vivid and miraculous their stories become. This is the opposite of how history works, but it's precisely how mythology works. So when apologists say they died for the truth, the answer must be which ones? When? And where's the evidence?
Yep.
Because all we're working with is legend, silence, and symbolism. And what we're not working with is history. So let's wrap this up with the myth of martyrdom. There is no reliable contemporary evidence that the apostles were systematically hunted down and executed, proclaiming resurrected Jesus. What we have instead is silence in scripture, contradiction in tradition, and legend passed.
What is this we were listening to? We're listening to a ex-pastor. Yeah. He got tired of all the bullshit and said, fuck it, I gotta tell my people the truth. I listened to Ray Haggins also. You know, like he's an older cat, but like dude been in the game like 30 plus years, and he said, nigga, I gotta get the people the truth now. This is some bullshit. So he's devoting his last days to just, you know, like getting everybody the truth on this destructive Christianity. And plus, my favorite Ray Haggins, you know, like lectures is when he talk about the Apostle Paul. And that shit is fucking awesome. You talk about like, y'all motherfuckers ain't Christians, y'all Paulinians. But I'm just paraphrasing, but like just like listen to the lecture. It's an awesome lecture when he talks about Paul. But this is Durante Lamar, ex-pastor.
As a legacy. Most of the martyrdom stories emerge decades to centuries after the fact, not from eyewitnesses, but from storytellers with theological agendas and imaginations to match. Yes, the Roman world was brutal. Yes, early Christians faced real persecution, but the romanticized idea that the apostles died rather than deny what they knew to be false, that's not history. That's hagiography masquerading as evidence. Rejection of belief, not a conclusion from data. If we can't even confirm they existed, how can we claim to know what they died for or that they chose death at all? In the end, the claim that they died for the truth tells us far less about them and far more about how desperately some want the story to be true. If you've enjoyed this conversation,
All right, now I'm about to go on to the next video. Now we're about to go to my nigga Coach Rans. You know, we gotta holler at Coach Rans. It's the channel Deconstructing Christianity.
How was there ever a war in heaven?
I know I kind of talked about that briefly. I was like, why does Michael have a flaming sword? Who the fuck y'all battling against? I'm glad he's about to cover this. I ain't watched this yet, so we about to listen to this together, y'all. I know Coach Ring is about to go in. This is the Deconstructed Christianity channel. And the title of the video is Who Tempted Lucifer in Heaven? Now, we always talk about as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about it, it's like this. There's weapons down here because there's weapons in heaven. And if you read some legends and some myths, it talks about angels came down here and taught people how to use weapons and magic and put on makeup and beautify themselves and look like a whole bunch of dancing harlots and shit. And then the angels was like, yo, it ain't really no bad bitches up here in heaven, man, but there's some bad bitches down there on earth. Yeah, you're right. Look at the chick with the nice tits. Yeah, I want to go down there and plow that all the way to next July. You know what? Let's do that. Come on, man. You know that's against the rule of God. It's not our time. Man, fuck that time shit, dog. Nigga, Lucifer already planning this shit. You heard what happened about Sam Yaza. Man, fuck Sam Yaza. And fuck Azazel. Nigga, Lucifer got the best plan. Let's go. Or however that story goes. But you already know what it is. Fallen angels came down, smashed some bitches, created giant Nephilim motherfuckers, and fucked the world up like Attack on Titan. If y'all watch the anime Attack on Titan, that shit is fucking hilarious. I mean, it's scary. It's scary, but like, you know, like it's hilarious when you see the motherfucking giants is eating the people. I'm like, oh my God, these motherfuckers look hilariously scary. Well, yeah. But who tempted Lucifer in heaven? Like, according to his books, nobody tempted him. He was motherfucking mad that he have to serve humanity because humanity ain't shit. That's one of the stories. Another story is shit. Damn, I forgot what I read. What the fuck was it? Like it was something in the book of Samuel because like that's supposed to be his real name. Samuel, the angel of poison. I don't know where to get this angel of music shit from. They still can't even motherfucking get if Lucifer was a goddamn archangel, a cherubim, or a seraphim. Which one was he? Because I understand the angelic rank system is angels, archangels, thrones, powers, principalities, cherubim, seraphim, and Elohim. Yeah, like some fucking rank system. They got Lucifer in 3 different ranks, nigga. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Make up your fucking minds. But let's get it. This is Deconstructing Christianity with Coach Renz.
I've had discussions about this. I have another one because I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you guys to think about something very seriously, very deeply. That does not make any sense with the ideas of this God and this biblical narrative. When this God so-called created the heavens and the earth, the heavens were made perfect. His angels was in heaven with him. Now I know that Christians say that he knew heaven because that heaven got spoiled. We'll get to that, how that heaven got spoiled. But he created a heaven, seemingly perfect, him and his angels. But then there was a war in heaven. And this war broke out in heaven, and so-called a third of the angels joined up with Lucifer, who is not the devil, but Lucifer. And they all fought against this God and fell to earth. And maybe the reason that the Bible says in the beginning, God created, they say, let there be light. And when he began creating, his breath fluttered above the waters because the earth was in chaos. And maybe the falling of these angels put the earth in chaos. That would make some sense. You would have to agree with me. Enoch can add that into your belief system in order for you to accept it. But maybe that's why the earth was in chaos. He began to build on the earth and he said that everything was good. You may try to separate the words good and perfect, but he said that everything is good. So if God said it's good, then it must be good, right? But there was this war in heaven. You can only imagine that the reason why they had this war in heaven would be because of this. I want you to think deeply, then we'll get back to this question, statement he made. And that is this picture that happened to come up right when I saw this guy's comment. When Satan was still an angel, and there was no such thing as Satan/evil, who tempted him. Now she said that it can only be the one who created good and evil. As Isaiah 45:7 says, God says that I create evil.
That's right. Isaiah 45. God said, I create good, I create evil. Now, you know I gotta always bring up this reference. Why in the fuck did God put an evil spirit on Pharaoh for him to go against Moses? And why would God tell Moses, I'm gonna put an evil spirit on Pharaoh so he don't fuck with you, but I need you to go over there and save your people? Why the fuck is you playing chess on both sides, my lord? Oh yeah, and don't get me started on the 10 goddamn plagues. I know the angels is like, man, God is on a fucking killing spree right now. And like God is sitting on his throne smoking a fat ass blunt, like, hey yo, I ain't even done. The last plague, I'm about to kill all the firstborns of Egypt. And then I'm gonna take the evil spirit off of Pharaoh and let that nigga grieve and shit. I'm so cold with, man. God is a devious motherfucker, turning water into blood, making rain frogs and termites and shit. Making niggas put blood rituals on their goddamn door so they don't get attacked by death. The 10 Commandments movie scared me on that scene. It scared me as a kid.
So God created the good and the evil, and then Satan rebelled against him because he wanted to be God, as say that's the reason. Then you're saying that God tempted Lucifer or Satan into rebellion. That rebellion caused a third of the angels to fall down to earth. So the cause of the destruction of the first heaven and the chaotic form of earth was done so by God himself. His temptation. So now you have to ask the question, why would God tempt his angels? That just seems to.
All right, now, mind you, I'm watching this video with y'all. I have not seen this yet, but I want to answer that question myself. Why would God tempt his own angels? Okay, now if I was God You got to put yourself in his shoes. If I was God, created everything, everything is good. What would come to my mind is, this bores me. Is anybody up for a game of basketball? We're going to need an enemy team and we're going to have my team. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like doing something. You know what I'm saying? So, but me personally, as a God, I would not tempt my fucking angels to do evil. That's some bullshit. We just got done creating a dog ass heaven, dog ass earth that we working on. Why the fuck would I want conflict in this whole motherfucking construction process? Like, so this shows that God was like a fucking child. This bores me. I want to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, you created lesser beings than you. They're not even on your level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like in any way, shape, or form. If you want to motherfucker talk about God against angel, it was like, bitch, I created you. I can disintegrate you in the dust. I read some shit where God lifted up a fucking finger and destroyed a whole army of angels because God asked him a question, what you think about the human race? And the angels is like, nigga, fuck them. It said God lifted up a fucking small finger, which is the pinky, and just disintegrated their ass. And Raphael turned around to his angels like, yo, do not talk disrespectfully about the human race. And God heard that shit, was like, yo, nigga, I'm gonna change your name to Raphael. Because like Raphael was another name. I forgot what book I fucking read. But like, man, nigga, like I was into the Dead Sea Scrolls like a motherfucker. But real shit. I need to go back to the Dead Sea Scrolls. I need to go back to reading the book of Enoch or reading the book of Raziel. I think it was the book of Raziel because Raziel is the angel of secrets. Yeah, it was probably Raziel. It was probably Raziel. But great fucking book. Enoch, Raziel, you know what I'm saying? But like they say, I just hate the Bible. I said I read it for research purposes only. And the secret books of the Bible count as the Bible to me, because I feel that Christians need to know this shit. Like, you need to know who your God really truly is. They still afraid to read the secret book of John because like once they read the secret book of John, they're gonna find out who their God really is, and everything will come to full perspective. Because once I found out in the secret book of John what God really was, it answered my question on why the fucking world and the universe is the way it fucking is. If this nigga is the creator of physicality, physical universe, and the physical earth and the physical fucking body, then this motherfucker is the reason why all this shit is fucked. And according to Isaiah 45, I am the author of good and evil. And let's quote him again. I am a jealous God. What the fuck are you jealous of? Are you more powerful than me? Unless I'm more powerful than you, and the Gnostic scripts are true. You are an aborted fucking abortion, a fetus that was tossed in the darkness, which is space. And when you woke up, you just start fucking creating shit. But the breath of Sophia lives within us, which is truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to overcome this fucking matrix and fight against this shit. This is why you got to be jealous. Or maybe you're jealous of other gods that was already out here and about doing a motherfucking thing, and everybody is gang banging over Earth. Shit is fucking crazy. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but goddamn, if we can. Sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Because we go back to what my man here is talking about. That if this God was the one who tempted Lucifer, and this God is the one who created the evil, then the angel, the 1/3 of the angel, plus Lucifer / Satan / whoever else you want to merge it together with, must have had free will in order for them to rebel against this God. And if these angels all had free will to follow Lucifer, to follow Satan, and rebel against this God, these 1/3 of the angels were numbering the billions. And they all had free will. So why is it that when you go to this new heaven, would you not also have free will? Are you just a slave once you get to heaven? Now, most of the time, Christians.
Oh, yeah. According to the documents, you're going to be worshiping and serving, saying, holy, holy, holy forever. Not chilling with your friends, not chilling with your family members. You're going to be saying, holy, 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 worship and serving forever. No free will, no memory. Fuck that shit. Like Eddie Griffin said in the Foolish motherfucking movie. Make sure y'all check out the Foolish movie. That motherfucker said, I don't want to go to heaven. Motherfuckers got white suits on with wings. You can't have no pussy. No, I'd rather go to hell, get my dick sucked, smoke the joints, kick a bitch in the ass every now and then. Eddie Griffin.
No, you're going to be so happy, so joyful, so in love with God that you are going to never want to rebel against this God. I want you to think about if you have free will in heaven, what you're doing in heaven is all day praising this God, all eternity, every moment praising this God. All the tree of life will produce fruit in season. You're eating from this fruit to maintain your human body that you're taking up to heaven because you're going to have a new body.
So that means you're going to go back into a physical body. I thought like we was always going to be energy, angelic beings of light. You know what I'm saying? It's like it puts a crazy illusion in people's minds. Like this is why I say, like, we ask somebody what motherfucking heaven seems like in their mind, they gonna all have on white clouds, they're gonna see their family. No, your Bible said you're gonna be motherfuckers serving, sucking dick, saying holy, holy, holy forever. Well, I'd rather do that than burn for eternity. I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers don't get it. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, just transferred. Try not to transfer yourself to a place that you're going to be saying holy, holy, holy forever. Try to create a heaven in your mind. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been motherfucking manifesting like a motherfucker. I swear to God, when I leave this bitch, nigga, I'm going straight to my realm. I'm going to wake up like next to a big titty motherfucking chick saying, welcome back home. Like you was asleep for like 2 years. Oh, word. Wake up, to grab my sword, sit on my throne, bark my orders to my kingdom and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wake up to another motherfucking plane of existence. Because I swear to fucking Moses, if I have to come back to this realm, I'm gonna turn to the fucking Joker, and this shit is gonna be the end. This shit's gonna be the end of the world as we know it, and I'll feel fine.
But you're going to remember who you are, know who you are. That means you're going to remember your family, your friends, and all those other people who didn't make it. You're going to recognize that there were people who was born into other religions and they grew up in their religions, never heard of your Jesus, but even if they had heard of your Jesus, just as you were indoctrinated into your religion by your family or your surroundings, so was the kid in Malaysia indoctrinated into Islam, surrounded by Islam. All things of his culture were Islamic oriented. So why would that child convert over to Christianity and they were indoctrinated in the same way that you were indoctrinated? I can ask the question, why didn't you convert over to Islam? You see, the same thing flips back and forth. Oh, mine is correct. Oh, but they would say that theirs is correct. No true Muslim says that theirs is not correct. No true Christian says that theirs is not correct. No true Hindu says that theirs is not correct. But they will say that your stuff is correct. But if you have that type of free will in heaven, what's preventing you from feeling the remorse, the anguish, the pain, and the suffering of the fact that you knew there are an uncountable number of people who are being tormented for all eternity in a lake of fire? And the first children, a third of the first children of this God, are being tormented in this lake of fire all eternity. That you will not sit there in fear of this God and say that, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. The first children, they disobeyed. They used their free will and they didn't like being with this God. He burned them for all eternity. Second go around, I didn't fall for it. But everybody who did, they're burning in eternity. So I'm going to sit here in fear and stay in this enslavement and not worry about it. And just be happy I'm not burning. That's your free will.
Like I fucking said. Like I was fucking saying, well, at least I got a bird. You feel me? Man, dog, I didn't know he was gonna go there. Because like I said, it's my first time watching this video with y'all. But it leads back to that same conclusion. Great minds think alike, man. Great minds think of motherfucking like. I would love to have a conversation with this cat.
Still in heaven. Other than that, you would have to be in a state of slavery. And I'm talking about the mental slavery where you don't have free will, where you are a robot, an automaton. And if that's heaven, being an automaton, you can have it. And if heaven is being in fear of this God, because you've seen on 2 occasions those who disobey him and don't like him, His response is not love. His response is the torture for all eternity. You can have that God.
Right. And got guards at the goddamn gate with flaming swords. Like, yeah, nigga, I wish a nigga would try to break these niggas out. Like, goddamn. God ain't shit.
No, that's all a myth. It's not your evidence. So y'all have a great day. Don't always remember.
Gotta free yourself, be yourself.
The journey.
Get it, vibrations. Now, gotta go to one more, and then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go to one more, then we're gonna rock out to some music, we're gonna get up out of here. But my thoughts on that, God ain't shit. That motherfucker got free will. I got the free will to knock that nigga the fuck out. I'm gonna do this shit God of War style, Kratos, God of War 1, 2, 3, and the new one, and Ragnarok, because I'm gonna burn him into the fucking ground. Real shit. Because he created the prison planet, prison body. We gotta suffer on this bitch, pain and suffering all day, energy harvesting shit. We got evil motherfuckers running this planet. And motherfuckers talking about God is all love and caring, but ain't coming down to save shit and not even showing his presence. Like, get the fuck out of here. It feels good to not be a Christian no more, man. Like, leaving that shit in 2006 was very liberating. Like I said, it was baggage on me. Like, I felt suffocated. Now, I'm like, once that shit was off me, I felt like I could fucking fly. And then the real work had to begin. The real work is saying, fuck Christmas, fuck Easter, shit. And the cool thing about that is, guess what? You get to save money. You don't gotta buy nobody shit. Like, real shit. I gotta buy nobody shit. Nigga, fuck Easter, fuck Christmas. This motherfucker still dressing up, looking good, just to be in a nigga living room, backyard, front yard. Easter and Christmas, just ball out, buy a shitload of food and cook it all, knowing darn well you need the money for the rest of the month. Motherfuckers complaining all after each holiday. Oh my God, let's spend all this money on you. You better bring it. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. And the next thing, had to get over motherfucker praying over your food. Fuck that prayer shit. I just cooked this shit. This shit smell good, look good. Let this food heal and nourish my body and give me strength. That's an affirmation. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking affirmation over my shit. Like, yeah, fuck a prayer. Lord, thank you for this food. No, thank me, because I got up to go to work to pay for this shit. Got the motherfucking SNAP card, bridge card, whatever. You know what I'm saying? God ain't do none of this shit. Because if I was to sit down and was to just pray all day for something to come out the sky, nothing will come out the sky. I would be broke, homeless, and fucking poor, probably dead. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck that Jesus shit. Now let's get off into this next video. Coach Rans again. And the title of it, If Jesus is God, we are more moral than him. And I said that before on many of my church services. We are a lot more moral than God. Because at the end of the day, if we was God creating heaven and earth, will we put evil in it? Will we put that tree of knowledge and good and evil in that garden? No, we wouldn't. We would create peace. There'll be no pain and suffering. Everybody in here right now will agree. If you was God, there would be no pain and suffering. You'll be watching over a people. Like you'll be going to different universes and creating worlds where there's peace all through this bitch. And since angels do have weapons, guess what? We're going to be kicking demonic or chaotic asses all through the fucking universe, just trying to create some peace, whatever. Because it looked like spiritual gangbanging to me. All these different gods and goddesses and great mothers, great fathers, and all this shit. But real shit, nobody is nowhere to be fucking found. This world is full of pain and suffering. Nigga, we're being killed through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. Where are these fucking gods at? Really? So now we're going to motherfucking skip gods and go straight to aliens now. Because it looked like this bitch is being terraformed to this motherfucker. The air being poisoned, water fucked up, food fucked up. What is this food for? It ain't for us because we're dying from cancer. But anyway.
Mount Sinai, including animals. Animals were also stoned if they happened to walk towards Mount Sinai. Deuteronomy had astrology. Leviticus 20 had mediums. Leviticus 24 had blasphemy. If I say right now God sucks, that's grounds for people to take up rocks if I was in ancient Israel and kill me over 10 minutes or so. Okay? How is that moral? Well, first of all, when God orders a killing, does he have the right to do that? I don't think if God exists, does he have the right to do that?
No.
It doesn't matter if he has the right, does it? Is it good? Like he killed. So, for example, David, when he had his affair with Bathsheba, it's
No. Skirt. Fuck it. I love to bring this up. When the 40 kids that was roasting the prophet Elisha cried like a bitch to God and said, these kids were roasting me. God sent 2 she-bears and killed 40 fucking kids. Fuck the bullshit. God is not moral at all. We are more moral than God. Everybody in this chat room right now, we would have probably heard the prayer. It was like, Lord, these kids roasted me. I would have been like, nigga, man the fuck up and go home. But no, God was like, oh, they talking about my prophet? I'm about to kill these kids with some bears. Fuck God, nigga, on some real shit. Let's just be real. Nigga, you killed kids, nigga.
God killed his son eventually. He just take away quickly. The kid died over 7 days of a disease. Even if you say he goes to heaven, ignoring problems with abortion, etc., etc., I'd still argue it's immoral to kill a baby. Okay. It's immoral to kill a baby.
Oh, yeah. And another motherfucker thing talking about it's immoral to kill a baby. How about somewhere in the Bible, it said God hated Esau before he was even fucking born. Why the fuck do you hate this nigga? He's coming from your realm. Unless you got souls coming from hell and shit. I'm not really sure about that, man, but they don't say it in the scriptures. But you hated Esau in the womb. And I think Esau got done greasy. But yet, God is favoring the good for nothing bitches and the good for nothing niggas like David, getting a man killed to fuck his wife. But no, he the king of motherfucking Israel. He the bloodline of Jesus. He the man. That nigga, he killed David and Goliath. He killed Goliath, nigga. Nigga, fuck that nigga. That motherfucker got a nigga killed to take his fucking wife. Oh, fuck out of here, dog. God ain't shit.
But you're pro-abortion? Yeah, they're not babies yet. And besides, God's pro-abortion too. He just killed David's live son, I might add, over a 7-day period in agony. I'll ask you a question. Why is it when God decides who lives and dies in the Old Testament, he's immoral, but when you decide who lives and dies with regard to abortion, that's immoral, right? I think everyone should have one of these in their car now.
Damn,
Especially now that they're so inexpensive.
Funky's ass.
I don't like this video because the college student had it, but then lost it. Okay, so let's go through it. His opening statements were the mere fact that if the morality of this God is so off base that the morality of man is a higher level of morality than this God. He shows how, based in Ezekiel, if a man or someone is walking towards this mountain, they are to be stoned. And he gives other examples of stoning based on the idiocy of the morality of this Bible. The gentleman on the stage returns with the idea that if God is the creator and you are the created, then therefore should not that God have the right to order a killing, and it should be justified because it is of the higher morality of this God. And then he got sucked into the debate where he brought up the killing of the baby for someone else's indiscretions. And so he allowed for him to pull him into a debate on abortion. The problem there is that as a pro-abortionist, to then complain about this guy killing babies, you're then going to get into this argument about when is it a baby. And that's where the waters get muddy. If you wanted to really say that this guy was pro-abortion as well, then he would have talked about when judges, if a man suspects that his wife is carrying the baby of another man, then they would mix up this potion. This potion would cause her to have a miscarriage. The DNA is another man's. We know that biology doesn't work that way. So we kind of missed out on that opportunity to bring it up, but that would put him in line with this guy to say that they're pro-abortionists. They're saying that he's pro-abortionist, God is pro-abortion, so that Christians shouldn't have a problem with pro-abortionists, and that they are actually being hypocritical when they are pro-lifers, yet the Bible demonstrates that this guy is pro-abortion. Where the conversation should have stuck in, but the man on the stage is very good at avoiding certain conversation. The idea that if the God orders a killing or makes rules for a killing, then man should be able to do the exact same thing. Because what is it that Christians are trying to be? Christ. Who is Christ? Jesus is supposed to be part of God, part of the Trinity. He's supposed to be God. So the morality of God is the goal that man is striving to have. What is the morality of God? If you walk towards that,
The fucking morality of God reading the Old Testament is I'm a genocidal maniac. That's a fucking killer. A fucking killer. Bloodthirsty, jealous God, straight up murder generations, sending hellfire and brimstone to motherfuckers, killing kids and babies and shit, hating motherfuckers before they was even born.
should be stoned.
Salute.
So it should be okay for man to make a
Salute.
rule that says that if you walk towards something that has been deemed holy, you will be stoned. And that morality should stand. Well, let's think about some of that morality in another way. According to Leviticus 25, of your fellow Hebrews, if they find themselves into debt, you are to allow them to become your servants, but only for 7 years. Now, later on, it says up to the year of Jubilee, which could be 7 years, it could be 50 years, it could be 1 year. It depends on when that person falls into financial ruin, and now you to a debt slave. So, of my fellow Americans, I can make them into debt slaves for 7 years or up to 50 years, maybe even just 1 year, relative to 1 year of Jubilee. When I go down a little bit further on Leviticus 25 and I get to verses 44 through 49, it's a bit different. It says, of the foreign nations that live amongst you and the foreign nations around you is where I will buy my male and female slaves. I will hold them as property forever and then pass them down to my son as property. Now, I can only pass it down to my daughters according to what Moses did if they also marry another American. But if they don't marry another American, then that property goes over to somebody else who the other closest male in my family. But, so that would mean as an American, according to me trying to be Christ-like, which is to be God-like in mind and morality and principle, then I can go buy slaves from the foreigners who live amongst me. So for all the people who live in America who are not documented or not American, haven't went through the naturalization process or here on a visa, from them I can buy my male and female slaves.
I'm about to buy me a big titty Latina girl. Like, oh shit, do the hula dance for me and make me a goddamn empanada.
Also, go to Canada, go to Mexico, go on over to Europe, go to Spain and Italy, Greece.
I'm gonna go to Mother Russia and get me a big titty Russian bitch named Natasha and drink a shitload of vodka. And after that, I will say Dov Zadania.
And I can buy me some slaves. I can go to Africa. I can go buy me some slaves from Africa and have them be slaves in America. Go to China and Japan. I can buy me some slaves from the foreigners. Buy my male and female slaves. You know, if I was trying to be Christ,
Yeah, I'm trying to be Christ-like. I'm gonna need me a Russian chick for an assassin. I'm gonna need a Japanese assassin. I'm gonna need a Chinese cook because I love my Chinese food, bitch. And shrimp fried rice, shrimp fried rice. You know what I'm saying? I need my shrimp fried rice. I don't need me a French bitch to motherfucker like keep the bedroom nice. You know what I'm saying? Keep my nice room. You know what I'm saying? You know, to get a little smashed up from time to time. And for the African bitch, I'm gonna need her. She gonna be my bodyguard. She gonna be tossing niggas. You know what I'm saying? And for the Canadian chick, they're so nice. I'm gonna have them as my secretary, cataloging all my shit. And I'm gonna need an assassin Australian bitch that throw a boomerang at bitches and shit. Hello, Mike.
the mind of Christ, then I can do that. Now, some are going to say that Jesus wasn't for slavery. Yes, he was. But Paul is supposed to be having divine revelation from Jesus. Paul had to deal with a slave owner and a slave master. And although he was expressing to Onias, hey, look, you're the master, you're the slave. Both of you guys are Christian. Treat each other well, but maintain the organization of slave, master, and slave. So even though you're the master and even though you're the slave, you are still supposed to treat each other with a certain level of dignity because you're brothers in Christ. He did not get rid of the institution of slavery nor preach against the institution of slavery. Only in the body of Christ, those titles don't matter, but you are still to maintain who you are. He said to be a slave to Jesus, just like you're a slave to humanity.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemy, that the Lord God shall sin against thee. Yeah. That slave master could be beating this nigga ass, and this nigga's like, this nigga just keep on beating me. Come on, man. You gotta treat the nigga with respect, man. Fuck that nigga. That nigga burnt the goddamn bread.
It's never so on the freedom of land that one man should never own another man. So if my goal
Exactly. That should be the rule of goddamn God and Jesus. No man should rule over another man. This slavery shit is bullshit. Forced labor and mining for gold and child labor and all this trafficking shit, all this crazy shit.
is to be Christ-like. But Jesus also said, I come to not take one tittle from the law, to not change one thing.
Yep. He said, I came to not change one tittle for the law. My father is a genocidal, homicidal maniac, and y'all need to follow him or y'all gonna burn. Like literally, nigga, my dad's crazy, son. That's what Jesus just said. Look, I am not here to take a tittle from the fucking law. I'm just here to do magic tricks like Chris Angel. Mind free.
From the Old Testament. But that would include the language of the Old Testament. Yes. So instead of my daughters just out here willy-nilly looking to eat, that would should be paid. I should be able to force them to marry whomever I choose for them to marry. If one of my kids, and woe to the person who ever does it, if they ever do it, but of course it's something I do not want to happen. Let's say my daughter, she's not patrol.
Man, I already know what he about to say. If someone do this shit to my daughter, I'm a motherfucker peel the flesh off their bones on a daily basis. Try to motherfucking last a month before all the blood peels off. I want to motherfucker put this nigga in the showering gun realm. Like he's gonna wake up, it's gonna be red and black everywhere, and it's just gonna be just with an ice pick. Or just peeling just flesh, just like, oh yeah, I ain't done. And after that, I will destroy 4 generations of his bloodline. Oh yes, that's how far it'll go.
So, 'cause I got more money. I got I have to force her to marry her SAS. But only paid me the equivalency of 50 pieces of silk. I have to force her to marry him and provide children, grandbabies. So think about it, people. The morality of this God is far less than the morality that we have today. We have laws against everything that I just said. The reason why we have laws against everything that I just said is because we recognize how immoral God's Bible is, and that we have a higher moral standard. Christians and Jews alike try to make the morality of today's laws fit with the Bible, but they simply. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is not.
It's non-negotiable. And that's the end of that sermon. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Now we about to rock out to some music real quick. Bring the big titty choir bitches out. You already know what it is. Cause you know, like when the big titty bitches come out.
I'd buy that for $1.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is. So now, hold on. Where the motherfucker shit at? About to rock on out. Everybody, hope you got your weed. Grab your swishers and roll your blunts.
Yeah.
Now Rogue One Productions.
Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Baby, you the shit, hop up in the whip, turn the music up, baby, you know what it is. Party in the lot, party on the block. Fuck the 9 to 5, we gon' party on the clock. Then after that, she gon' party on the clock. Baby say she love me, but I know she a bop. Bop used to mean a fucking song that is hot. Now all it means, she's a motherfucking thot. Fuck a definition, put her in position. Smoking on the blood while I smash her in the kitchen. On another mission, yeah, I'm going fishing. For a bad chick, put her legs to the ceiling. Now I'm suited up like a James Bond villain. About to kill the government in 49 minutes. Smash me a chick about 35 minutes. Girl, I gotta go, gotta handle my business. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Her dress got a slit, showing off her tits. Walking through the hood, seeing who she gonna pick. Baby, do the shit. Come on over here, smoking on the loud while I'm drinking on the beer. Told me your name, hopping in the range. See the storm coming, yeah, we fucking in the rain. Smoking on the flame, going to a brain. Fuck planet Earth, yeah, we on another plane. Hold up the liquor, roll up the swisher. Me and your bitch going down by the river. Like a power tool, hell yeah, I'm a driller. She like Futurama, told the bitch, call me Bender. Bricks in the fender, sell it like a winner. Sell it January all the way to December. With a bad chick, I'ma eat her up for dinner. Just got some weed, baby, hand me the swisher. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fight, baby, look, turn the dirt box. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot.
You already know. Get the church jumping.
Rogue One production.
Drop it to the flow with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. Saw you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it. Headed to the club with the crew, party on the roof, baby girl, drop it low for the troops. I'm a captain, I'ma tell you what to do, baby get the do say, I'm a visit of the truth, talking for a real nigga, baby girl, you the truth. Take it to the back room, she gon' blow it like a flute. Put me out the club, then we fucked in the coupe, in her like wig flag, call myself singing, woo. Back to the booth, baby girl coming too, sipping Henny with the crew. How many in your group? She got plenty in the group, so it's plenty for the crew when they going off the goose, hypnotized as a deuce. Drop it to the floor, let me see you get loose. Now we on the dance floor, smoking on Gorilla Glue. Baby girl, look at you, she get dime times two, but she's mighty fine too. Let me get behind you. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. I'ma go get it then. In this world that I'm living in the end, rather be friends with benefits. But then again, get the passport to dip again. But I'm in Cougar Town, fucking the bad whip again. Come again, yeah, got ready to come again. Up in the bedroom, call that shit the lovers den. Clapping her cheeks, freak of the week, she be loving the ski. After that, I'm in the streets, about to die to the beat. I'm a G, about to get to the club, throwing doves up in the air. Baby, show me some love on the dance floor. She gigging, she be lighting it up. Looking elegant, ain't it everything I'm trying to fuck. So this other than leaving evidence inside of the truck. And I'm licking him, now I'm sticking on the side of the guns. Baby, get it, if she be gigging, she be liking the rough in the club when we not giving a fuck. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it.
You already know what it is. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Nah. We're gonna have to slow it down. Break out the singer cry. All right. Now, sometimes when you deal with these assassin chicks, you gotta be careful when you break up with them because you go through shit like this. All right, church, dim the lights.
I saw her parked across the street. She was driving in circles now on her way to my house. But it's time to just run away. Grab my bulletproof vest. Somebody come and save me. I'm stuck in the middle of Temple and Third. No, that's her driving. She was driving on the curb, and I can't help to think that she's on the curb. I'm screaming louder, girl, I can't ignore it no more. I can see her car parked across the street. I can see her car parked across the street. I gotta call somebody to save me. This crazy bitch could've tried to take me. I can see her car parked across the street. Baby, think you might be going a little crazy, putting bullet holes in my sofa, telling me how I digged you down over and over. Now it's over, got me running and dipping and getting off of work. Saw the bitch lurking, so I hid in the church, made it back to my crib. Now I'm on high alert. I'm getting mad at girl, I can't ignore it no more, baby. I can see her car parked across the street. I can see her car parked across the street. I don't think nobody gonna come and save me. I'm dealing with a dangerous lady. I can see her car. She got a scope on me. I don't wanna do these things, but I just can't keep lying to myself. Grab my AR-15. I can feel the wind, did a bullet just speed past me. And you don't have to start no more, 'cause I lit up her car. It's parked across the street. Then she got out the car, start firing. We were shooting up the block, baby. That was parked across the street. She blew up the car that was parked next to me. This shit was looking kinda crazy. I'm jumping over mothers and babies, busting at a broad that was buzzing across the street. Girl, we are bleeding and we dying. Why me, why me, why me? Woo!
Gotta let that motherfucking beat ride out for sure, for sure. You already know. We gotta keep it going.
Stole it. Grab us a room, we need some rest, babe. She couldn't go on the job with anyone else, she say. She right, don't drop her down on me, babe. See, your mind might be made up. Breaking down grams, getting so blazed, float high, so high in the sky, sipping the drink. Yeah, baby, come over here. We have arrived at this motel, everybody lit up inside. You looking fine, babe. Sirens outside, the cops might those tips. It took me away from all this crazy. Sexual words have been spoken. I got up inside, it was so good shade. We did it again on the shelf. Bend her over, bend her over, hit her wrong, baby. Yeah, we have arrived at the motel. Gotta get up inside, baby. Better grab my gun, girl. Hearing sirens outside. The cops might be on its way, girl. You better hide, baby. We roll out, yeah. We better hide, yeah. At this motel late in the dark, baby. We fuck, we drink, it ain't nowhere to hide. So we bust the cops in their face, girl. Still a car, baby. Roll out the next day, baby. Rolling out to you, rolling out with this weed and drink. The cops on his way, yeah, he asked in the face. We out.
Taking a host to the motel late after motherfucking church. You already know what it is. Getting her warmed up right before she get to the car.
Me and her fucking by the window. I know it's wrong, but my neighbor's gonna know I'm the truth. She turned around and she started to flash me. Grabbed her boobs and it's over now, cause I can't let go. Then I fucked her on the wall. After that I smoked weed like Cheech and Chong. Playing with the bamboo. Smash your ass in the afternoon. Lunch break will be over soon. I smashed her ass in a parking booth. Play with the booze. Smash your ass in the parking lot. Beat the cage just like a drum. I can smash you without no hands. Play with the booze. Living room, girl, I saw you pass me. Baby girl, come and ride my meat, don't go away. Mushrooms got me hallucinating. And she showed me that she's a freak elite, baby, ride on me. And then I fucked her on the wall. have your tattoo. Smash your ass in the afternoon. Sweet. Break will be over soon. Alright. I can smash in the parking booth. Play with her dudes. Smash your ass in the parking lot. Leave the cage just like a drum. I can smash her without no hands. Play with the dudes. Smash your ass in the afternoon. Lunch break will be over soon. I can smash her in the parking booth. Play with them dudes. Smash your ass in the parking lot. Leave her cage just like a drum. I can smash you without no hand. Play with them dudes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't move my hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, I'm playing with you. Smash your ass in the afternoon. Lunch break will be over soon. I can smash you in my parking booth. Yes, I can. Play with them dudes. Smash your ass in the parking lot. On a summer day. Just like a drum. I can smash her without no hands. Play with them dudes. I can smash you in the afternoon. Lunch break will be over soon. I can smash you in my parking booth. Play with them dudes. I can smash you in the parking lot. Beat her cage just like a drum. I can smash you without no hands. I'm bored with you.
With the motherfucking fire around in this bitch. We're doing live in this motherfucking church.
Can you stand the rain? It was a perfect day until the zombie came through. But that's impossible. It looks like Resident Evil 2. Nigga, grab your shotty and RPG. Killing zombies all night, even all day. It's the zombie right there. Sunny days, ain't no of them. Tell them every zombie's eating big brain. Stars will fall, but it ain't over, bro. Kill that zombie, shooting them in the rain. Shit ain't subliminal. I had to put a hole through you. I tried to fight her ass. I had to shoot that bitch with a gun. Nigga, grab your shotty an RPG. Yeah. Killing zombies all night, even all day. Blast that RPG. Sunny days. Ain't no more work them. Tell them baby zombies eating people. Stars will fall. I know headshot gon' be perfect. Killing that zombie who's true and praying the rain. Zombies and the rain. Zombies and the rain. Kill that zombie who's zombies and the rain. Zombies in the rain. Kill that zombie who. Hey. Reload. Zombies in the rain. Zombies in the rain. Zombies in the rain. Shoot them in the rain. Zombies in the rain. Don't waste the bullets, bro. Zombies in the rain. Blast them in the rain. Zombies in the rain.
Jamming on the motherfucking parody, motherfucker. Zombie pro tip number 1: aim for the fucking head. Now we about to end it with one more song, then we're gonna get up out of here.
Phenom Rogue One production.
Let the flood return, y'all people gon' learn, everybody gon' learn now, that I will flood the world right now, I'll destroy your government right now, kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of rubber, I'ma do a bigger, quicker than anybody that will pull the trigger, eliminate the government, the public, you motherfuckers about to catch a motherfucker, son of kid, got the road rubber land, everybody run again, killing the motherfucking coppers for the renegade, shooting the motherfucker building, they gon' be running there, blowing it up, I'm having motherfuckers running there, and I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government. Why the fuck is people wanna like the government? I got the motherfucker snipe the government. In the White House, it's a place I'm running in. John Wick, everybody up in the bitch. Equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit. Kidnapping bitches looking like Joyce the Wit. Love or death, it's a choice to take. Got a motherfucking sword again. Chopping everybody else to record and shit. Be the top with the porcelain. Turn the bitch to a chorus again. Star Wars got the force within. Like a motherfucking speed. If you're realist, the realist, I never really about to feel it. Until the stupid fans come and get it. It's revolutionary lyrics. You hear it, you fear it, the furious spirit. You kill it all, listen to me, the bitch, I'm a chopper. Cause a popper with a chopper, it's a proper. Better call him, better go doctor. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, been get to the chopper. Blow the bitch up, cause bitch, I'm a monster. Hurricane come and better pray to the father. I kill that motherfucker living state in Nevada. God kill a nigga, I destroy your mind. Ain't nobody ready for the monster. Return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I destroy your government right now. Let the flood return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return.
Shout out to everybody coming through. Thank y'all for the Sunday service. I hope y'all enjoyed the lectures and that from the ex-pastor Devontae Lamar and from Coach Rams, but deconstructed Christianity, where we break this shit down. And I be really breaking this shit down, giving it from personal fucking experience. You know what I'm saying? So, that's 3 for 3. You know what I'm saying? And get some good music from professional music to parody music. Yes, I do parody music too. You know what I'm saying? I be getting it in. I don't want to call myself a singer, but I guess I got to call myself a singer now. But only on the parody music. Only on the parody music. I ain't made that professional. But like I do sing on some of my tracks. Like the last one that that you just heard. Like that's me singing. You know what I'm saying? But the singer that I really want to sing on my tracks, it's hard to get in contact with, but I will find him. But he's a bad motherfucker, one of the coldest singers in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out to everybody coming through. This is the Hurykane Sunday service. Now those other churches be on that bullshit where you don't ask. Don't ask. They be like, don't ask. No questions. Well, we ask questions over here. God, why did you create evil? Because I was bored, bitch. Well, fuck you. You're gonna catch these hands when I see you. Good luck. And then as soon as I get to heaven, like God gonna be motherfucker filling out some files and probably doing some shit, distracted like a motherfucker. And I'm gonna be like, I told you I'll find you. I'm gonna smack the nigga with the devil's head like, bitch. It's gonna be all brutal and shit. I'm gonna curb and stump him on the gates of heaven. Hurykane, that's blasphemous. This world is ran by murderers, liars, and thieves, killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. God has not showed up yet. When I leave this plane of existence, God is catching these hands if he's real. But otherwise, I'll be in my own realm that I created in my mind and I'm gonna be peaceful. Fuck the world. Shouts out to everybody coming through. It's your man Hurykane. I'm out. It's the Hurykane Sunday service. Peace. I might do another Sunday service in the morning. It all depends on how I'm feeling. All depends on what I'm looking up. But shit, I just wanted to get this out the way right now. So shout out to everybody. And make sure y'all subscribe to the JVJ Network. I was just over there doing a panel. We was talking about Megan the Lion Stallion. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all subscribe to the JVJ Network and let's talk with JVJ. And because I'll be over there. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Op from the Norm that was over there. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. Make sure y'all subscribe to Alexis from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Great fucking panel. We killed that shit. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to everybody coming through. Y'all the truth. Peace. I'm out.